Good evening, it's Friday night!
That's right, guys. It's Friday night, and it's That Damn Show with David, Anthony, and me. How are you guys doing today?
Good, Satan. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I got my proper amount of nutrients and souls today.
Yes, it sounds like you're pushing out a big one on the potty. But yes, it's a good, happy Friday.
All you need is Saddam Hussein and a hot dog, and it's bigger, longer, and uncut.
So, how was everybody's week?
It was good. Normal week. Another normal week on the range. Got some pops, you know. Same old, same old.
Mark,
the only pop I got this week was did Rocco Billy come this week, or was that last week?
Yes, sir. I think I just got it a few days ago.
Yeah, maybe he came on Monday. He came faster than usual. Did the Colonel already ship? No, the Colonel hasn't shipped yet, I don't think.
Mine shipped today, actually.
I got a pop this week that I couldn't wait to show you, Mark, and I've left it in the stack in the sorter since I got. Oh, excuse me, Satan just came out of my esophagus. But I knew you couldn't wait to get this showing off, so I had to pop it out tonight.
Oh, the suitcase.
Why?
Felix the cat is more my childhood than anything else, so I had to get it.
Mommy, can we watch Felix the cat? I hope there's an episode where he has the little purse like my pop.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I got some new stuff. I have a new soundboard now that allows me to do a few new things that I couldn't do before, and I got my new nice mic that I really like. So hopefully now I'm gonna stop buying stuff for this because I think I have what I need now.
I think you're up to par. Well, you're actually you've got above the bar, so you're like 12 under par for the course.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Now I can start doing some voiceover montages for things. Are you suffering from irritable bowel syndrome?
Well, that's too bad.
Okay. So
other than Rockabilly, the other one I finally got one of the two. Thank you, Steve Sanchez. You did a good trade. I need the black one now. I need that black one, but I finally got my hands on him.
The pops that when we first bought our lockers, the ones that we were questioning, who am I going to get this? I mean, because we had no idea what we were getting when we first bought them. But
right. And I passed on it. I was just like, I don't know what this is. I'll save money. I should have bought one. I had one in my cart. Yeah, that was the
$50. I mean, I got crap in mine when it came originally, but for $50, it was worth it.
Yeah, I should have. It was in my cart, and then I'm just like, I'm not spending this money. I don't know what's in here. And I blew it, man. I blew it.
Well, now hopefully next week I'll have a little more because other than Rocco Billy. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
Well, and I got my second Lord Draco that I didn't know that I ordered or whatever the hell his name is that I did. Wish I didn't. That Power Rangers one with the whatever his name. I don't know. I didn't know I ordered two.
You lost me. I'm not really into zoo animals.
Hey, leave Voltron out of this.
Oh, here we go.
There's the same thing.
Anthony, you'll win the fight. Mark, you'll win the fight. Let's go.
No. Don't ever compare Voltron to Power Rangers. No. No, but I mean, listen. What? Because we're on it, and you're saying things like, what can the Funko Shop finally do to actually impress us? What's it going to take, guys? Is there anything that they're going to be able to jump out with? I mean, they've overpopulated Mickey Mouse, for crying out loud.
Yes.
As much as I'm a fan of it, it's more of a must-have. They took a common and put a suitcase in his hand, put a sticker on it, and Felix the cat had two pops they got $22 or $26 now, whatever it is. Are they going to be able to do something to actually be like blow us away a little bit, like make the bots come back and go crazy? Like, what's going to happen? Is there going to be something that is just so overwhelmingly awesome that it's a must-have that we're going to talk about it for 2 or 3 shows down the line? Do you think it's going to happen?
No, I don't think so. I mean, look at Colonel Sanders. I mean, I think the Common should have been the Funko Shop exclusive with the bucket of chicken, and I mean, it's just no. I mean, he's holding the cane. It looks like the Jurassic Park one. Hammond. I mean, I don't see anything happening.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I mean, what could they really pull that would be like, oh my gosh? I mean, unless they do something like a new kind of, like how they had the comic moments or something like that. If they pull something new out and then like boom in the shop without having anything prior. But the thing is we get the email in the morning, which still is just as it's a surprise when we don't know. We knew the night before for Colonel Sanders because that leaked out. But
but that's the other problem now with all these leaks. Like we know months in advance, even what's trying to be produced by Funko at this point. I mean, look at the EB list that come out with all the Addams families, and we need, like Mark said, like we need another like we need another Pennywise pop to come out, and there's all these things that come out. There's so many hacks and leaks and this and that, and it's like, come on, give those of us that still have that part of me, that fire inside for this hobby, to wake up one day and be like, yeah, we're blown away by something. Like, shit, I gotta have that. I can't wait to get it. Let me beat the bots. Oh, let me not have to go on eBay or whatever it is,
Yeah, but it really, I mean, think about it. What could really blow you away? I mean, unless it's something so unexpected,
Never ending story pops.
They rather put out a higher number, like Colonel Sanders, like in the past, you'd get 1,000 limited release that, everybody's going to go for it. It's a grail, but they're looking at numbers and money now. I think those days are long but gone.
Yeah, there's not a lot of grails. There's 1 or 2 at each con, and that's about it.
Yeah,
some botched weird online store trying to sell one.
Well, like the Imagine Vegeta over 9,000, because it's not even that it's a limited. It's just it's a pot that you cannot get anywhere else except that website.
Right.
So,
exactly.
And cons, because weren't they selling them at PAX East? I mean, PAX South too?
No, they only sold it at NYCC. But the ones at PAX,
the lottery spot though.
Right. The ones at PAX are a little bit different because they're going to be sold in California too at the next con. But I do agree, like that whatever his name, Jiren, Siren with a J, whatever the hell you want to call him,
Jiren.
Yeah.
That
Satan.
guy.
That guy. That guy. But I mean, I'm not even talking like limiteds or, for instance, I think we would all go nuts if a flocked 6-inch Falcor came out of the woodwork. I'm just giving an example because we've spoken about Neverending Story a million times over. If something like that came out, I think we would all be excited again.
Oh, like, yeah,
even
definitely.
But it'll end up being like a plushy Pez that you can just move its soft head up and candy comes out.
Jeez.
Listen, if it's marshmallows.
That's awesome. I mean, I'll tell you, in that recent leak, that GameStop leak, I was excited for Jaws. I think they listen to us and make that.
Those would be okay. I was surprised to see more kids than that too.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited for the Jaws set.
David, you were excited about 2 of them. What was the other one?
Like Quint, Hopper, Brody, like the whole crew. Like really, Quint was the big one. Like he made that movie. I'm sorry, but I mean, I was really happy to see that.
Excited that you saw that there's going to be in sync pops.
Dude,
Backstreet Boys. Say that. John should be excited about that because he uses that Justin Timberlake.
That GIF is way too much.
I love it.
John, you'll have to take a break from buying Dorbs to buy a Justin Timberlake pop.
Well, if anybody wants to get me, go ahead.
Go no. Get you what?
No. It's seriously irrelevant. I just didn't want to have dead air. So let's continue, please.
No, what did you want?
I was going to say, if anybody feels like getting me a late Christmas present, I still need Green Thanos from Walmart. I still can't find it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I'll have
Look at
to.
every-
I'll go there this weekend and give it a peek and see if there's any. I doubt it, but you never know.
You know, my Walmart has.
Your Walmart is what?
You have Mark. My Walmart has 2 pops, and it's been the same 2 pops for a year and a half. Literally 2.
Yeah,
we'll go on clearance soon enough.
At ours, but I was playing a Pop Finder today, and I looked, and I don't think ours has any of the Thanoses left. Well, we had the display. I think the ones that had the display, if the display sold out, I think it was done.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, mine had the display too. So yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, I haven't seen any restocks of that. Now they've been popping up online again though. Because earlier this week, I think almost all the colors went live again for a little
while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I totally missed it.
As it always happens. Luckily, now, okay. Now I will need to take a moment, and I need to say my my bad feelings for Hot Topic have now ended because they let me use Hot Cash for brand new pops this week. I was able to get 2 of the Dawnbreaker Batmans and the Harley, had a $5 credit that I got to check that box. All of it shipped.
Nice.
I was very happy about that. You know, Hot Topic, you really, really, really dropped the ball last time for Hot Cash. Shame on you, but you know what? You made your amends. Now you have these movie moments that are $40. I'm not happy about that still, but I was able to get what I needed this week, and you let me use Hot Cash. And I didn't see anything that said that you couldn't use Hot Cash this time.
No, you see,
someone read the Riot Act last time.
Mark, it's your night all around. This is a great evening.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they have to, because I even noticed, like, in my mall, like, the craze for the pops is, like, we still get them. We'll wait for them online, but, like, people aren't lining up that much anymore. As much for certain things, but, like, when I go into Hot Topic, they're just like, oh, yeah, like, the crowd's kind of died down a little bit.
No, yeah, because the only things that they're getting crazy for still are obviously the shared Comic-Con, the shared con stuff.
Right.
And right now, the new thing is, and I don't know if it's corporate, I think corporate stepped in, but every single local Hot Topic has to have an Instagram and is not allowed to put pops out until the following day and has to post it on their Instagram the night before, especially if there's like when that Superman came out and they had those chases. And then when that new one, I don't even know, Ayang, was it Aaron? Ayang? Like, what is that?
Aaron.
Ayang came out and had a chase sticker on it, and they had to post it the night before. So people are still lining up per se, but
for the exclusive chases.
Yeah.
I don't think you get people that are just sitting there camping out every day for normal chases, because normal chases just, people realize now that they're not worth tons and tons of money anymore.
Right.
And that, I mean, there's so many people that when they first start, they get every chase they can, and then they have all these garbage chases that they don't know what to do with them. So I think that's finally calming down a little bit, you know. But all it takes is a few new collectors in your area, and they'll go crazy for all that stuff again. You know, it's a circle of life, you know. And
which I have a question for you, Mark.
Yes.
So since you're very knowledgeable, what do you think? Because there's no price for it on Stash. The Flashpoint Superman chase is gonna be worth, since it's a Hot Topic exclusive.
It is range exclusive. It's not gonna be Panda Pool or Hades value, but yeah, I would say it's gonna probably sit about $45, $50
bucks.
for a while.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, between 40 and 50, because you know, I don't like the look of the pop. And does anything other than the eyes glow?
I don't think so. No.
It's just, you know, it's kind of like, and I think that the that Leatherface Bloody Chase is going to be about the same boat.
Okay.
And, you know, I just eventually I don't know why some of those haven't gotten prices in anything yet, but
well, that's because Stash
I guess it doesn't matter. I just wanted them because I got the Pop God, Wolf God smiled on me, and I won in 2. I won the Superman chase, and I got the Chrome Freddy Funko, so I'm happy.
Oh, which color Chrome Freddy Funko did you get?
Silver.
That is what I have too. I like that one.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, but I like that Superman face.
So no, I would like to get him sometime. I'm not going to pay a whole bunch of money for him. So it's one of those. If I see, you know, a deal on eBay or Mercari or something, I might pick him up. But I'm not going to fork out for him, because if it was Batman, yeah, and I'm really hoping with all these exclusive Batmans that we don't get in a Batman exclusive chase, because that's going to be a problem, because Batman and Superman are two completely different boats, you know, and a Batman
even with the absolute craze of Batman pops that are coming back out, you think that it's still a different animal at this point, or do you think that it's obviously just because it's Batman? I respect Batman much more than Superman myself as well, but I'm just
let's turn back to last spring when 4 million different Deadpools were coming out and how big the Panda Pool chase was. So I don't think that the amount of them coming out has anything to do with it. Just really depends on how popular the character is. And
exactly.
DC side, nobody beats Batman. So,
this is why we ask you, our fearless leader.
But now, London Toy Fair. Holy crap! We got to see so many new things this week.
Oh boy, yes we did.
I mean, 5 or 6 new Batmans? I mean, well, because we saw. They're doing Owlman, and they showed the Dawnbreaker Batman, of course, which now has been out, and we have it actually shipped already. I was happy. A lot of times when you do that the first night live, sometimes they sit for about a week before they ship them. So that means John Page will probably get his like tomorrow, because
right, he gets it all.
He already got his mini Freddy thank you that they sent down. Yep. I'm dying for it to come in.
And so that, and then they showed that they're going to do an Owlman. At first, I thought it was one of the other metal ones, but that's Owlman. And I'm hoping that they do all the other Batman, the Dark Knight metal, because that's what Dawnbreaker is from. And I just started reading the graphic novels, and it's really good so far. So hopefully in a week or two, there's 3 of them, and I kind of fluctuate on either I pour through them really fast, or I kind of read, maybe an issue a day, and there's a lot of issues. So,
I'm sure.
But because they have like the great big, there's a Green Lantern one, there's a Batgirl one, there's a Wonder Woman one, a Flash one, and there's one other one I can't think of what it is yet, because I'm not to the part where any of them exist yet. So, but those will be really cool. Odds are they're going to make one. Odds are one of them will probably be a 6-inch. And
that's what she said.
Yeah. Now there were tons of 5 stars that they announced. I thought that maybe 5 stars have been around a while. That but
no 5 stars for this guy.
I'm not a huge fan of them. I like the Batman ones. We've got both of the Batmans and both the Harleys. And the Incredibles ones looked really, really good. I have to say. Those ones looked really good. And the horror ones were really, really good too. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't buy the horror ones. I still might go back and get those. But
I did get the Pennywise one. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and I don't need any of the Harry Potter ones, and I can't. There's been a few other things that have come out on that line, but it's kind of like all those Target ones that I can never remember the names of. Those weird little action figure ones that they did. Power Rangers, Scooby-Doo, Justice League, and something else. And I didn't even get the Justice League pack, so that I'll probably have to go pick that one up. But it's probably going to be just dirt cheap, because I don't think anybody bought them. But that's a Funko Batman I don't have. But the 5 stars are just okay. I like that they have different accessories and stuff like that, but they're just. I kind of try to stick with Pops, but the only ones I venture off is if they make Batmans.
You know what the 5-star are? They're Funko's version of Loyal Subjects, and that's that's really all. I mean, obviously Funko has the licensure to do a lot more than Loyal Subjects, because Loyal Subjects has like maybe a handful and a half of lines or of characters or whatever it is. Funko has a much wider array that they can dip into to do these 5 stars. It's almost like they're trying to push Loyal Subjects out of the water now too. Like they want to just dominate in all the, dare I say it, figures that are out there.
They do. That's their plan. Corner the market, lock it all down.
We got some new video game ones. We saw a couple more Gears of War, which because they're having that Gears of War mobile game coming out. That's based on versions of them. Persona 5 pops look great. The chase actually, I mean, there's not a whole lot different. It's just with and without the mask, but that makes a big difference. That's actually a really cool chase. And I'm glad that there's not a heck of a lot of people who know what Persona 5 is, which means that chase isn't going to cost me a whole bunch. So I'm kind of happy about that one. And David, Warhammer?
Yep, those are the only ones I pre-ordered. All 4. Got them all. I had to.
Yep, and now they announced the Fallout 76 ones today or yesterday.
Oh, but yeah, I saw those.
Fallout 76 is such a hot mess right now that I don't think anyone's going to be super excited about that. But hopefully now,
I played it for 20 minutes and meh.
It's okay. I mean, we played it for like 2 nights, and we got to the point that our stashes were all full, and they hadn't patched and gave the bigger stash sizes yet. And we said we're going to come back as soon as we hear that they did something worthy of us coming back. So,
well, I'm excited because tonight afterwards, the Anthem demo is out tonight.
That drops tonight?
Yeah, if you have it pre-ordered, VIP demo. And I do, so I'm going to try it. You let me see because I'll log on. I think I have friend passes. 3 of them. I'll send you the link.
I would like to try that. Now, let's see. What else do we have? A lot more Game of Thrones. Oh, my God. There are so many Game of Thrones pops. I mean, it was like, let's have like the guy that cleans up after the catering table on the throne. Let's have the John that watches the show on the throne. The Barrett of the one of the PAs that on the throne. We're gonna release so many thrones. See, now I thought that maybe at SDCC they were gonna do, and they still might do like the Uber one, or they might do like a. Now this is what would be an epic SDCC. It would probably be like a shared target exclusive, but we haven't seen a lot of 10-inch pops for SDCC or any of the cons. I can't remember the last time there was a 10-inch pop.
I don't have one. I don't think so.
I know that there's some old. I think some of the old Buzz Lightyear ones were.
And the Steamboat Willie, the metallics.
Yep, and if they did a 10-inch of the throne of whoever wins Game of Thrones.
That's it. He just quit.
Yeah, he's just like, screw this. I'm Steamboat Willie. You guys just.
David, that's the dark side. We're here waiting for you. Get your butt back here.
Quit talking. Quit laughing at me. No, I'm just kidding.
What was that? Was that a dog leash? He had like one of those, those retracting dog leashes in his hand.
But just to piggyback and go back, yeah, they did the Buzz, the metallic Buzz or whatever it was, and they did the big Steamboat Willie. I think those are the only 2 they actually ever did that were con related.
Yeah, that very good.
So I don't know. I mean, hey now.
Tom from Cato messaged me and said, "Lay off my Game of Thrones pops." Dude, we're going to buy them too. We have tons of Game of Thrones pops, but I don't think I can buy 5 more thrones. I have the one throne. I can take each of those characters and put them on that throne. In fact, I love taking pictures. I put the Porg on the throne. I put the more cowbell on the throne. I put Batman on the throne. Put the Godfather on the throne. Every pop has been on the throne at least once. Maybe not. Maybe
I go on the throne at least once a day too. So
twice a day for this guy.
Hey now
that's a regular diet.
Yeah,
he's a medical profession. So yeah, there are some. There's a lot of but the Night King on the horse, or I don't know if it's the Night King or if it's just one of the White Walkers on the horse. That thing is badass. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now, and we got a non-exclusive 10-inch Ursula announced. That I was surprised to see everyone taking pre-orders for that, because we have. When's the last time we had a non-exclusive 10-inch? I don't think we ever have. I
don't think we have. No, I think they've all been exclusive.
So that kind of surprised me.
Was it only the 9-inch Batmans were non-exclusive? But they were 9 inches, so they don't count.
Oh yeah, those weren't exclusives. They just didn't make very many of them. Well, we don't know where we don't know for sure where they sold those. I mean, those
No.
might have been like there might have been like a hobo back behind a dumpster that was selling those. I'll have to smell my box and see if it smells weird.
Yeah, watch out there. Maybe gasoline on it.
Chino. Yep, go get it.
Lots more Dragon Ball Z pops, so lots of balls pops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what is it? The takeover of anime. Listen, I'm not dissing them because especially their fans. That's like nerddom united. Like, forget about it. But
oh yeah, is there another
and the
series
6-inch?
excited about?
I don't know. I don't know.
That
Now,
6-inch is sweet though. I will get that.
a lot of the people in the communities that I belong to, they all talk about this My Hero show. They all started watching it because Dragon Ball Z has been postponed. Now that movie either came out or is coming out. I'm not into it, so I'm not trying to be that guy and talk about it like I know what I'm talking about. But I know that there's a movie coming out or that was already released that was supposed to put a big spin on the Dragon Ball Z line, which may have to do with all these new releases.
It was all just a dream, and they woke up and JR wasn't dead, and I can't remember how that whole dream sequence in Dallas went. No, I don't know. Yeah, it was. I saw that it was slated for January, but I'm guessing it's very limited release. Maybe the big cities and stuff like that. I don't think it's here. I don't think that. I think you have to be in a pretty big city to get a Dragon Ball Z movie because I don't think the following is that big, other than toy collectors apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So no more DC Primal Age. Gotta get another Batman.
But never mind, I won't say it. Yeah, no,
I'll
pass on him.
You can say it.
No, I was going to steal Mark's thunder with what he always says about him.
Oh,
what do they look like, Mark?
Walking around when they have dumps in their pants, like
Yeah.
when a little kid. Right after a little kid doesn't wear diapers anymore, and he like accidentally craps his pants, they get that weird little walk where they get all bow-legged and they start walking, and that's kind of how they look. But that's kind of how
they do. But
too, they're modeled after He-Man, But yeah, so I'll get that, and it's a Target exclusive, so I don't think it'll be that hard to get because it'll pop up in line. And
yeah, that'll be easy.
I'll use the red card, get it cheap, free shipping. But and then
you know what I am excited about? The Alex Trebek pop.
The Alex Trebek pop will be pretty cool. I hope it looks good.
Yes, I agree.
I would also love
Jeopardy.
I would love for them to pair and also release the Will Ferrell as Alex Trebek pop for the SNL line at the same time.
Oh, that could be interesting.
You're so clever.
That would be fun. I know they won't do that, but it's just a matter of time. Now that they got the right to do him, he probably won't be opposed to them doing that, and
right.
And I know he likes the SNL skit because he was even on it once. So, but let's see here, and Morrissey.
John Page.
Yeah, I know John Page. He hates Morrissey because all the girls he liked back in high school, they were all in love with Morrissey, and he was too busy rocking his Suicidal Tendencies, t-shirt and hat and pants, and he had Suicidal Tendencies shoes, and he had a flashing sign carried around behind him that said Suicidal Tendencies. He was like their walking billboard. He was like their hype man. But it's the Smiths are great, and I haven't been a huge fan of his solo career. I've owned maybe one or two of his solo albums. I remember when was it? The early 90s, and they had The More You Ignore Me. I think that was the last album of his I owned. But I don't remember what it was called. But no, that's cool. I like to see more. And yep, we talked about the Jaws pops and even more Betty Boop, because we need more of those.
Right, exactly.
I mean, how many Betty Boop pops are going to put out now? How many are there now?
I mean, there's so many. They're so cute, and I've always wanted
Is there
to
4 or 5?
different Betty Boop pops, and I'm hoping now that there'll be as many as Batman.
Yeah, no, it's garbage.
Johnny Zombie Johnny Morrissey sucks in caps. All caps means I'm yelling. So there you go, Johnny. Thanks, Johnny. Attaboy.
No, and FYE dropped the Glitter Prince pop finally. So I did get that. I think that's already coming Monday. So I was kind of happy that one's coming because I still pick the other one.
Did you?
Because I can't make up my mind. The third with the 3 sunglasses, I don't like that pop very much. I'll probably get that one. I'll probably get the raspberry beret one, even though I'm not a huge fan of that one either. This is the one I really want. The kind you find at a secondhand store.
Did you guys see? I saw a rumor somewhere that Gemini is going to get an exclusive Billy Idol pop.
Oh no, I didn't see that. We're gonna go through this again.
We're going to go through this again.
Ugh.
But does he have any other look other than the one that was already out? I mean,
Well,
he seems to always wear black.
You can have the motorcycle accident look.
Yeah. Did he wear? No, he didn't wear white in the white wedding video, did he?
I don't think he ever wore white in his life.
No, it was always that black leather coat. Yeah, no.
It could be the Billy Idol from The Wedding Singer.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the Goldberg's episode where they used The Wedding Singer?
No.
Oh yeah, they actually cut it in, and it was part of the episode where she went and saw them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it was really neat. And they even were on the plane, and they had the whole plane scene where he was singing to her. So they just cut it in like it was part of the episode, which I'd never seen a TV show do that before. So that's kind of cool. So let's see here.
Sure.
I'm looking at my list here. I don't know if we missed anything here.
On my list.
Did anything else happen?
On my list.
Hey, everybody in the chat. How's it been?
We're gonna
going?
become an a cappella trio.
Yes, we are.
And then they're gonna release pops. Is that BTS or BST or whatever the hell that J-pop or Korean pop? K-pop. That'd be K-pop. Then they're making pops. They're so clueless. Like, what didn't they have? Like, really, really, really racist T-shirts on one time, and they didn't.
Yeah. Oh, John Pace says metallic Billy. I mean, maybe his hair.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of all the old videos, and he basically wore the same thing and made the same face in every video.
Maybe it's gonna be the Rebel Yell pop, and he's got like an ugly face on, like with his fist up.
But doesn't he kind of make an ugly face in this one?
Is that the only face he has?
I think so.
I think so.
He just kind of makes that sneer. You know, they already had the mouth kind of off to the side a little bit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I do like it though. I was impressed. One of my friends here in town took a picture and sent it to me. Of our Target has a bunch of Funko stuff out. I don't think that they had Zach and Kelly T-shirts from Saved by the Bell, which I don't think were Funko, but they put them out with that stuff. But like all of the Target 2-packs were there. And when I was playing with a Pop Finder earlier today, it looks like they're all still there. We got the Jeffersons, the Titanic, the Romeo and Juliet, and the Dirty Dancing ones there.
Jack, I'll never let you go.
But I just want Baby. I don't want the 2-pack. I just want Baby. I'm gonna put her in the corner, and she's gonna stay there because I do put Baby in the corner.
Come back. Had to. Sorry. Had to.
I froze.
It's okay.
So yeah, it's been a lovely week in the pop world as always. Do you guys ever watch Sully on the Friday Funcast that they do on YouTube Live?
No, not very often. You know, every once in a while, I installed Mixer on my phone, and I get notified that they go on and they play Fortnite and different games a lot. I see.
But I think that's like Gamer Wednesday, or they do it on Friday nights or something. But the reason I bring this up is because there's been an interesting. They do a giveaway on every Funcast. They get this whole big prize pack put together, and then eventually they pick a winner and they send this big prize pack. Lately, they've been giving out Protos, which now we always talk about Grails and how we wish Protos have some heavy duty value to them.
Yes, they do.
They do. They're always scary because they'd be really easy to make. You know, you just suck the paint off of them, you know, or just mold them in a 3D printer. But yeah, no. I mean, if I actually got one from them, it'd be awesome. Would I ever pay a whole bunch for one? No.
No. I wouldn't. But if I got one,
$450. Yeah, no thanks.
you kidding me, dude? That's an electric bill payment. If I got one, that thing would
Right.
go off.
No. Yeah, they're one of the things that I just, it would be cool to have a Batman one. I guess. Okay, that would be, if I could have one, I'd have a Batman one, and that would be neat. But
if I could have one, I'd have an Iron Man one or a Wolverine one. Yes,
mine would be a Destiny one. Yep.
Yes. The Final Destination would be a Destiny one. There it is. Look at that. Right over. Put your head on my shoulder.
David wants a Britney one because it goes with his t-shirt.
That too, it does.
But it has to have a python. It has to have a python.
Yeah.
Well, the new one does. Because they're making more. Are they making 2 more?
I don't know. They've got the one in the t-shirt box and the one with the snake.
Oh, is the snake the slave one?
Yes.
Was that from? Okay, then that's the other one I saw listed. So okay, so then maybe there's just 2, because we probably don't need 3 Britney pops.
No, but you know what we do need? We still need to get a collection for the X-Men to be complete. We need a Rogue and we need a Gambit pop, and we need them soon, because how they've made all these X-Men pops and they've left out 2 major characters it blows my mind. So yes, thank you for bringing that up, Faye. I appreciate it, because we definitely need a Gambit and a Rogue. I'm tired of the
we do need Gambit. Yeah, definitely.
A whole bunch more Quicksilvers.
Yeah, and they make 2 Emma Frosts, they make a Kitty Pryde, but they don't make a Gambit or a Rogue. Come on!
Well, when they were doing the modeling for it, Gambit was at the casino playing cards.
with a New Orleans accent.
Right.
He had his Cajun accent. Hey, Mark. By the way, I appreciate you not blowing up what's in the contents of the X-Men boxes. I'm still waiting. It's supposed to be shipped this week.
And he's gonna wait to open up the show. So
You're doing it live, baby. Yep.
We can just watch the joy leave his face.
Yes, you can see the disbelief and disappointment that will come over me.
Yeah, I canceled mine today. Or no, like 2 days ago, I canceled it.
There's an item in that box that I consider to be an abomination. That I have thought of this item as abomination ever since the first time I've ever seen them. They've existed for a very long time, so it's not the pop, but there's something in there that I just think is weird, gross, and unnatural.
It's worse than Jeffrey as Iron Man.
No, I don't think anything can beat that.
I don't know. Let's just say that if you wear them and show me, I'm gonna throw up a little.
Oh, then I'm definitely putting them on right as soon as I open the box. Anyway, let's not give away. Let's not give away anymore.
You know, there's gonna be some kind of attire or wear or something, because there always is. I'm just not gonna tell you what it is. Then I hate it.
Worse than the flip-flops?
Just let him be disappointed.
I would way rather wear flip-flops.
Yeah, me too.
Oh God! So what are they? Boxer shorts? Oh, I can't wait! I'll wear them on my head. All right, let's. Mary had a little lamb,
and they got an X right on the butt.
Make him pay.
No, we don't do that.
So, Mark, it's a big night for you tonight.
Yeah, I guess I have to answer your guys' questions. You know, we spent the last 2 weeks letting me ask you guys questions. Now I guess it's fair play to turn it around, and now have at me, boy.
Yeah, we get to go inside the world and life of Mark Underwood. So I'm pretty excited, to be honest with you. I get to, from the little I know about you up to today, now we get to dive in a little bit more. Yeah. So,
all right.
I guess without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's spotlight is the origin story of Mark Underwood. David, take it away.
All right, sir. So my question to you is, who is Mark Underwood? Tell us about you, Mark. What made this man that we get to hang out with and be blessed with every week?
Well, I like long walks on the beach And no, let's see here. I grew up in well, starting at 4, we moved around a little bit when I was really little, but from 4 until the beginning of high school, I lived in Fargo Moorhead. So if you've seen the movie Fargo, flat everywhere. Every time it snows, it was a blizzard because there's no hills. There's like one hill in the whole town, and it was man-made. It was it's a dike, and you could sled on it in the winter. But lived there until 9th grade, and then we moved here to Mankato. And let's see here, grew up, had a normal life, have a brother and a sister, mom and dad, still have all that. Got my little lady upstairs, Amy. We've been together for quite a while. We now have 2 foster children, which are Amy's grandkids. And looks like we'll be having them for quite some time, if not forever. So we have Spencer's 5 months now, and Sawyer's 2. So it's been pretty chaotic. They don't get to play with the pops. They do have a few pops that we let them play with. They have an Olaf pop. Well, Sawyer does. Spencer doesn't play with pops. But and then he has Cruz from Cars. I thought he had one more. No, he maybe just has a couple of those. And he has a few Batman Mr. Minis because he's been pretty infatuated with Batman lately. So when he comes down here and he sees the wall over here of all Batmans, he's just like, Batman.
Right. Batman.
Batmans. Well, he'll come down and he'll see the Flash down there. And he goes, Flash! And then he turns and goes, Batmans. So yeah, no, I'm a network security analyst for Taylor Corporation, which is really one of the biggest printing companies in the world. We do all kinds of fun stuff. And our company, the guy that owns our company, Glenn Taylor, he also owns like the Timberwolves and the Lynx and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
But yeah. What else do you have for me?
All right, so you moved to Mankato in freshman year. So I'm going to assume that your time in Fargo didn't really make you what you are. So from punk rock to pops, what was it like starting with high school, starting with freshman year in Mankato? What was the scene like for you? What was it like growing up there as a teenager?
Well, Mankato was actually pretty cool because we had an amazing punk rock scene here in Mankato. And I mean, everybody and their mom was in bands back when I was in high school. I sang in a band for a couple years, and no, maybe it was a year. We put out a tape. It's called Hula Hoop. Nothing ever became of it, but I never really was a huge fan of the name Hula Hoop, but I was the second lead singer, so no. And we had tons. I mean, a lot of bands would come play here versus playing in the cities. And we had a little club that was an all ages club. And we had all kinds of bands. We had Green Day come through here. Rancid played here a few times. Face to Face, NoFX, Sunny Day Real Estate, Jawbreaker. Did Jawbox play? It was so much by the end. There was like 3 shows a week. And you almost just got burnt out. You got to see great bands all the time, and Bouncing Souls. Everybody that was a great punk rock band back in the day played here. And so that really, because I'm really big into eclectic music. And, like my favorite band is the Pixies. I absolutely love the Pixies, and like if we watch the documentary Loud, Quiet, Loud, Kurt Cobain said that when he was writing Smells Like Teen Spirit, he was ripping off the Pixies. He was trying to write a Pixie song. But they were a huge influence on all of the 90s alternative music, and but that's the music that I grew up, that was my bread and butter. A lot of the 90s I didn't even have cable. I just listened to music all the time. And now I'm a big music nerd. I've branched out and listened to all kinds of stuff now. I listen to just about everything, but I don't really listen to country because I just don't get country. It's not my thing.
It's not your thing.
But no, and yeah, that's kind of what shaped me. And then, then started working and got me here. I kind of fumbled and I kind of fumbled around into the job I have now. I didn't go to school to become a security analyst, but I kind of just moved up the ranks in the company, and now I am one. So, hey,
goodness sakes, hold on. Okay, no, I'm not. All right, so moving on. With all that being said, hold on.
Salud.
I knew it was coming. All right, with that being said, my kind sir, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, 5 years from now.
5 years from now.
Still working. Hopefully still doing the show with you jerks. And still collecting tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I was...
I'm 44. My life's not going to dramatically change in the next 5 years.
No. Well, you know what? I appreciate one thing you said out of that, because I hope that in 5 years I'm still in this show with you two jerks. So
yeah.
Same here. Always. We will.
I mean, listen. Not only are you a big music nerd, but you're like the Einstein of useless information. I mean, your brain is just a storage unit of everything possible.
That's why everybody said back in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire days that I was going to be their phone a friend.
Yep, exactly. You would be that guy.
Yeah. Well, if I was ever in,
I'm calling Mark.
If I was ever in Cash Cab, I'm calling Mark Underwood. But does a lot of all of that you are able to store, does that help with you being a collector? Is that part of the reason why you became a collector? Like, there's a lot to you inside that little head of yours that just, it's insane, that world that goes on in there. So I'm curious as to what it does for you and if it made you get into collecting more.
Well, it makes it way worse because I like everything. My motto, and everybody that I know, my friends all agree that this sums me up. I like stuff. I love stuff. Okay. And I like everything. I pull in all kinds of, I got a wall of video games over there. I got a wall of movies over there. We got walls of pops. I like stuff and I get excited about the stuff that I like. And, and I don't do anything half-assed. So
there you go. All right.
It makes it a problem.
If you look behind your shoulders, it obviously shows.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you can see the pops. And then I'm very enthusiastic about my records and everything else. I like to collect stuff.
Teal album.
Yes. We were listening to the Teal album this week. Anthony's not a fan. He got very angry about the Paranoid cover.
Yes. The Teal album can burn for all I care.
Blasphemy, sir.
So I listened to this show called Covino and Rich on Sirius XM, Faction Talk 103, and they were playing a lot of it today. And I have to admit, they said something and it really struck out for me. They said it sounds like contestants are going on American Idol just singing over the overdubbed music, which does two things for me. A, the replica of the song itself is fantastic, that they can almost do it precisely to a T. But Rivers, I don't know, his voice isn't really cut out for a lot of those songs. You hear all the auto-tuning in Paranoid.
So they Weezerfy them a little bit. Now, Africa, sometimes when it's on the radio now,
I don't know if it's Toto.
Weezer version or the Toto version,
Yeah.
But a lot of the other songs are a very different tempo. And
Scrubs is really good. Come on. I love it.
Yeah. I really like the Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams. They did a good job with that one. And I can't remember. I was going to today, but we had so much audit stuff going on, and I was scanning a bunch of websites and stuff, and I just had too many people in my ears to listen to music today for a lot of the day. So I'll probably listen to it this weekend.
All right, sir. Moving on. So I have a question for you. All right. Do you like to travel? And if you do, have you ever been outside of the United States?
Do I like to travel? Not a lot. I am a cheap ass, and I look at I could go on a vacation for a week, or I could get a 75-inch TV. And you know,
Valid point.
We're both kind of the thing that, you know, we like to get stuff that we have, you know, and you know, we've done stuff, you know, our family we rented a house down the Florida Keys, but like when they go on cruises and stuff like that, a lot of times I pass, you know, because, you know, it's a lot of fun, but, you know, I have to keep my money for this stuff, you know. I want my stuff. And, you know, so, you know, every once in a while, you know, we have a lake cabin, and, you know, that's our vacation each year, you know, as we go up to lake cabin a couple times. And, you know, I don't need to, you know, because the other thing is I get you know, I'm not a very patient person. You know, going to Walmart is like exercise in patience. You know, I always play this game in my head, and maybe it's the same for everybody else. Next time going to Walmart, thinking this, okay, that everybody in the store is having a contest to ruin your day, and it does feel that way. That everybody at Walmart is trying to ruin my day. Whether it be they stop in the middle of the aisle and block it just to talk on the phones, or they stock all the shelves and put pallets everywhere at 7 o'clock on a Friday night when there's a whole bunch of people that are grocery shopping. You know, I don't know. I'm not a real patient person, and things go wrong when you travel a lot, and it makes me angry. So
okay, fair enough.
All right, and I would love to have a lake house one day myself, because
Yeah,
a lake
me too,
cabin or whatever.
definitely. I have a boat.
that
but I don't even like
that
it.
would that would be the perfect getaway for me, because I don't like the water and I don't like the air and I don't like to fly. But sometimes, you know, if my car can't get me there, I'd rather not go. That's how I look at it. But either which way, so there was a second part of that question that I'll piggyback off your answer. Have you ever been outside of the United States, Mark?
outside of the United States, I do believe I've been in Canada, but I wasn't old enough to remember it. But
Okay.
that's it. I have not gone to Europe or even Mexico. So
now to get into more of the collecting aspect, do you own any non-domestic items that are significant to you? Or even if not, do you own anything that's not something you purchased here? Did anybody send you a gift from Europe or Australia or Canada or Mexico or what have you?
well, in collecting music, you end up with a lot of things from overseas, because different countries release different things, and sometimes they'll have different tracks on things and stuff like that. So I have a lot of music CDs and records that are not from the United States. And of course, I've got some pops that are from other countries. You know, I got the Pop Asia Thor, and that's actually one of the and the Thanos from Australia. But for the most part, you know, I'm not into those weird Asian god ones, whatever. What are those called? You have some of those, David.
Mythical creatures and
yeah.
Toki Loki, Moki Foki, yeah, Twinkie Winky.
I love them.
Yeah, so no, with music, I have a lot of stuff from outside the United States, but that's about it.
Okay. All right. So, with your collecting, how old were you, say, when you realized that you were going to be a collector?
Dude, I've been from. I must have been grabbing stuff when I came out of the womb. As long as I can remember, I've wanted to have everything of. I mean, I always, like I said, I don't ever half-ass anything. So, like, if I got into G.I. Joe, I had to have every character that when they came out and stuff like that. Now, granted, you know, that never was the case, because, you know, the earliest thing I really remember collecting was Star Wars. Because I remember when I was like 4 or 5, because Star Wars is the first movie I ever saw, because Star Wars came out when I was 3. And I remember I got tubes put in my ears, and Mom brought me to Osco Drug and bought me all of the Star Wars characters they had at that time. So there was like maybe like the 10 original ones. I think they were like $1 a piece back then, you know, and you know, it came down to my Star Wars. We had most of the stuff from the original Star Wars. I remember getting the Millennium Falcon for my birthday. My brother won a drawing when we saw one of the reissues and got like Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. And then I remember Empire Strikes Back came out, and I wanted the AT-AT.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Mom was trying to tell me that, you know, you probably can't get it. It's really expensive. And I'm like, Santa can make anything. And she's like, well, Santa's not real. Well, it's more like,
Santa is not real.
And I was very sad. You know,
that effect is gonna get me every time.
Yep. So, you know, being a normal, let's see here. So that'd have been Christmas. That'd have probably been Christmas 1980 because Empire came out in 1980. So I was probably 6, and my brother was like 3. And I immediately told my brother that there was no Santa Claus because you shouldn't tell. You know, I was 6. I didn't know better. So my brother got Santa Claus ruined at a really, really early age. But we were always really terrible because I'm not patient, you know. So we used to open up our Christmas presents. I mean, back in the day, it was terrible. I mean, there would be like giant holes in the boxes, you know, like we always be repositioning them, you know, to cover them up. So as we got older, we would get like X-Acto knives out and like recut the tape and put it back over. We used to like when we had like Sega Genesis, we used to take the game out and put a game we weren't playing anymore in the box and wrap it back up, and we'd be playing the game like a month before Christmas. I remember when the Twin Peaks, the big Twin Peaks box set came out that had all the episodes of Twin Peaks. You know, I'd already seen it, but I wanted to watch it again. I remember I took all my Robotech videotapes and put them in the cases in the box set and rewrapped that back up again, and I had watched all like 36 episodes of Twin Peaks before Christmas even happened, which I was home for college break. And it's amazing that my parents never picked up that I was watching Twin Peaks the entire time. But yeah, so, but no, I've always been, you know, and I like to have my stuff with me. Like, okay, my desk at work, I've got pops, I got all kinds of stuff, all kinds of junk that I got from all the like Loot Crate and all these boxes I used to be subscribed to that I realized that I just need to stop this boxes of garbage coming because I just realized that it's all like the clearance garbage from everywhere else. It was fun for a little while, but then it just the stuff kept getting worse and worse. So at the end, it was just the DC collector, the DC. What was the DC?
The Legion of Collectors.
Legion of Collectors, and then the Marvel Collector Corps. Those are the last 2 that I was holding on to when they canceled. And because those tended to have decent stuff, unlike the Marvel box this time. And but I mean, I remember when I was a kid, and I would get new Nintendo games or like Atari. Even back in the time, I would bring them with me to school, and I would carry like I would have my cartridges, and I'd look at them. I mean, I was a weird kid, but you know, I liked always having like. That was the greatest thing when I got my Discman, because then I had a legitimate reason to be carrying CDs around with me, because I would bring my CDs to school with me and like look at the books and, you know, the lyrics and all that other stuff when I didn't need to be. And so, I mean, I've always been very, very excited about collecting comics. I mean, I've collected just about everything there is to collect. So mine never did. And Amy has tubs of them upstairs because she did.
Well, as you stated here and in the past and in private conversation and everything else, I know you're a huge music fan, and I know that you have an appreciation for the vinyl. So I have a 2-part question for you. A, would you consider yourself a collector of vinyl? And if so, how big is your collection?
Yes, I'm a collector. I probably have, I've got a couple hundred albums on vinyl.
Nice. All right.
You know, because in case a lot of you don't realize, you know, for vinyl, we have the cons. Well, for vinyl, they have Record Store Day, which is kind of like the cons, but for indie record stores. Like, you can't go to Best Buy or on Amazon and buy the Record Store Day ones. You have to go to an indie record store, and they have these albums that they just sell that day. Now, granted, there's some that are left over and they sell them, you know, afterwards. But there's all these albums that are put out for the very first time on those days. And so you'll be at the record store, and like we go down to Toontown here in Mankato, and there'll be like 50, 60 people waiting outside. You know, they have like a food truck that'll come and sell breakfast those mornings and stuff like that. But they do one in the spring, which is the official Record Store Day, and they do a Record Store Day Black Friday. So on Black Friday, they actually have it too. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, they do the Record Store Day here. Well, it's a lot different back in the day. There's still a couple shops in Brooklyn, New York. Yep. When Tower Records closed, it kind of started to put it on the downslide of the Record Store Day stuff. But there's still a few places like I said, specifically in Brooklyn that still do it. So it's cool to see that. Every once in a blue, I'll venture into it just to see what if there's any. I remember a long time ago, I got this cool Goldfinger Real Big Fish 7-inch, which one side had the Superman single and the other side had the Take On Me single by Real Big Fish. So that was pretty cool.
See, now Superman, to me, I remember the first time I heard it. It was back when PlayStation first started putting out their demo discs, and it was the demo disc for Tony Hawk. Was it number 2 that had it? 1 or 2 had, and it was the warehouse level, and it just Superman was the only song on that one, so just would play that song over and over again, and we played the crap out of that demo. So I mean, for hours and hours every day, we'd be listening to Superman by a Goldfinger over and over and over and over and over again, and never really got sick of it because it's a great song.
It's that intro is just amazing.
Yeah, no, it's a very, very good, well written song.
Yeah, definitely. All right, sir. So the big question of the evening.
David's been looking forward for this one.
Yes, I want to hear the story. Where or why did your Batman obsession begin?
Oh, well, I've always loved Batman, and when I was really, really little, I remember seeing the first Superman movie in the theaters. Me and my dad went. And then we had the lesser Superman movies come out later. But there was a big drought of good superhero movies in the 80s. And then right around, I want to say, was it 87? 87 or 88, we got Michael Keaton Batman, the Tim Burton directed Batman. And that movie I was all about that movie, and I loved it. I remember putting together, I had this poster that was the size of like the big movie posters, and it was the Batman movie poster, which was the worst puzzle in the whole world because 90% of it was just black. Try putting that together.
Right.
Upside down, and I've always loved Batman. Batman was my biggest, I always collected Batman, Detective Comics, Batman and the Outsiders, Justice League, anything that had Batman in it, I was all about it. And I've, always been a big fan. And when I was little, we didn't have cable, but we had one affiliate channel that played old stuff, and the old Batman TV show was on it. So Batman's kind of always been a part of my life. I have pictures of when I was like 3, I went as Batman, for Halloween, so I've always been about Batman. So.
Okay. So I'm gonna piggyback off that one because you say that it was Michael Keaton. So it wasn't Adam West that originally, like with the pow when he threw a punch and the zoom and the bang and the this and the that. It wasn't the Adam West that got you, because I'm just curious.
I liked it, but when the Tim Burton film came out, that was so much more badass.
Oh no.
It was just one of those. A legitimate, like when you're a little kid, every time you see a movie, you come out going, that was the best movie I've ever seen. That was great.
Yeah, totally.
But Batman really kind of was for, a kid of my age, that was really freaking cool. And I've always just loved that cowl.
Yeah. Well, listen,
it was Batman Returns for me. It was the second one that got me hooked.
Wow, really?
I loved it. I loved it with the Penguin, Catwoman. Yeah, that one did it for me.
He's always had a little crush on Danny DeVito.
No, but I mean,
it's that nose.
Yes, I'll tell you. So I was able. I grew up watching with my mom's parents, with my grandparents on my Adam West version. But when the Tim Burton movie came out, it really pushed me over the edge. But not in the sense of Batman, because Jack Nicholson's Joker was just phenomenal. And that really took me to a different place with my appreciation and then my obsession. Because like you, Mark, I do have a small obsession to the Batman, but the Joker's my guy. So
yep, same here.
But I get it. And it was that movie. It wasn't Cesar Romano. It was Jack Nicholson. So, or Cesar Romero, whatever. I'm thinking of Romano cheese because I'm a Guinea,
Yeah, no, I mean, it that was a game changer for superhero movies, and then we got a whole bunch of really crappy ones after that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
some bad Batman ones, but you know, we had like the 1990 Captain America, which was horrible.
The Flash
And-
TV show.
Well, the original Flash TV show wasn't that bad. In fact, they've brought, I mean, that had Mark Hamill as the trickster, and you know, they even brought back the same guy to be Barry Allen's dad on the new Flash.
That's true. That is true.
That's that Jay Garrick is the original Flash.
Yeah.
I knew it. I didn't know it, but I knew it.
Yep, he played the Flash in the original TV series, and they made, you know, it's great that they made another Jay Garrick pop, but it's almost exactly the same as the DC Legion of Collectors one. So I'm kind of confused why they did that again. But you know, I'm always happy for any new superhero pops. So, but yeah, no. And I suppose I should. You guys have more questions?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, Mark. So as we see behind you, so as an out-of-box collector, do you feel that it is a true way to collect pops? Like how to display them properly?
Well, you know, to me, because okay, for a really, really, really long time, I liked pops, but I couldn't buy very many pops because Amy thought they were dumb, and I was allowed to buy them, and I could have them in my office at work. But then, so then I had a handful. You know, my very first pop I ever got was the, I think the first one I ever got was the Loot Crate Groot.
Okay.
And, with the glow hand. And then I remember I had to buy the rocket to go with him. So back when the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, that's about when I started. And then I bought ones here and there. You know, I got like, Roddy Piper, and I got different ones out of loot crates and things like that, you know. And then Stranger Things happened.
Uh-oh.
And Amy's like, these are cool. And she saw Stranger Things pops, and she saw Game of Thrones pops. And then pretty soon she was buying pops. Because there was lots of times, like, I'd be sitting on the couch with the laptop, like on Amazon, like, oh, God, look at how good this pop is. Look how good this one is, you know. She's just not paying any attention, you know. She's like, oh, Mark's excited about something. Because Amy's a very quiet person, and I'm a very loud person. And I talk all the time. And I'm always talking about stuff. And she's always like, you know that I don't really care about your video games and stuff like that. But you're always telling me about them. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And so then she started getting into them. And then she's like, you need to bring your pops that are at work home. And we're going to start displaying these things, you know. And so, you know, we always, because I that's what I told her, because she was like on the fence with some of them. And I'm like, we're doing out of box, because we're not buying these as investments. We're not buying these to resell them. You know, we save all of the boxes. So we have boxes for all these pops. They're just all upstairs in the attic.
Right.
In great big giant boxes, you know. And you know, so when we die, and if somebody needs to liquidate us, you know, somebody will either get these donated, or they'll figure out how to sell them off, or do something, or the kids will take them, or, you know, something, you know. We don't know what's going to happen to them when we're dead. I'll be dead, I don't care. But we still have all that stuff for it. But, you know, it's like, why buy a record if you're not going to take it out and play it? You know?
Right, that's true. That is true.
I want to see all the sides. I want to hold it in my hand. I'm that guy, you know, that, you know, like I remember I can't buy a magazine and drive home and not like have it on the seat next to me flipping through the pages. I need to see stuff, you know. I'll buy movies. I'll buy a Blu-ray at Best Buy, and I'll open it on the way home. Why? I don't know. Does it do anything for me to look at the disc? I can't, you know. It's like I can't eat hard candy because I can't suck on it. I have to chew it because I'm too impatient, you know. And just staring at these now. Granted, we have tons of them that are in boxes because we don't have enough room to have them all on display. But I still take a lot of them out. I take pictures of the pops. You know, I have a little pop studio set up there, you know, with lighting and everything, and I can take pictures and with my SLR camera and stuff like that. And so even I don't think there's only a couple of our grails that have never even been out of the boxes. I mean, we'll take them out, take some pictures, put them back in. We're always very careful with the ones that are worth a ton, that we have up on that. Well, I guess we don't have any that are worth a ton. I don't think we have any that are worth, I think $200 is maybe the most valuable one we have. But no, I just, to me, to truly collect them and to truly enjoy them, I have to have them out of the box.
Okay.
David, are you chewing ice?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right on.
Whiskey flavored cube, huh? Is that the new one?
It is. It is. I like it.
So Mark, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit on something you were talking about earlier. This
Sure.
may be this is probably coming down to the end of your evening of questioning. So, but I'm curious because you popped out of the room, grabbed the stethoscope, and were like, "Oh, I could probably collect these." And like you said, you've always been a collector. So, is there anything that you would absolutely refuse besides Sideshow to collect?
I was going to say that. You beat me to it.
Well, I don't hate Sideshow. I mean, they're cool, but
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
are. They just
I'm not going to pay that much for them. For the same reason that I don't go on expensive vacations. I'm thrifty as hell, so I can buy all this stuff. And no, anything that I would absolutely not collect. I really don't like the Pez's. I have the 2 Batman ones because they're Batman, but I won't ever buy any other Pez's. I mean, I'll every once in a while see ones that I think are kind of cool, but as far as anything I would never collect, stuffed animals.
Oh, okay. And you said Beanie Babies.
Yeah, well, yeah, we've got like those big Rubbermaid tubs. I think there's 2 of those, full of those up in the attic because Amy's also gets really into things too, and I think that was one of the great things about Pops is it was something that we actually both really got into together, and it's been something that we go to the mall. I mean, we can't go to the mall without, because it's nice because all of our Pop shops are kind of in the same area. So we've got, like Walmart, 2 GameStops, Barnes & Noble, Hot Topic, Target, and is there another one? But all within like a few block radius, So we have a hard time going up there. We have an easy time not going to Walmart sometimes. But unfortunately, there's these spicy noodles that I like that they only have at Walmart, so we have to go there sometimes. And Amy has a few things that she likes that are only at Walmart. So when they get those when ours gets the drive up thing where you don't have to go inside anymore, I'm gonna be.
David, you got anything else for Mark Underwood and his origin story?
No, I think that's about it on my end.
I got one more.
All right.
Mark, we obviously base everything around the pops and the pop culture nowadays. It's not just G.I. Joes anymore. You turn around, you got everything from X-Men to TV shows to Motu, you name it, and it's out there. What is your number one absolute favorite all-time pop that you own?
Nice. All right.
Well, we can go back to because we had an episode that we did this on. It's my Misfits fiend.
Oh yes, yes. Okay.
Amy got that for me for my birthday, and I absolutely love the Misfits. I think that's a great, great, great pop, and it's one of those old ones that's really hard to get, and it means a lot to me. I really like that one a lot. And if you go on our page, I put on our Facebook page, we did each pick 10 songs, and we have a Spotify playlist, and there is Misfits song on there. But you should give it a listen. There's some good stuff on there. It's kind of a weird, especially if you listen to it on shuffle, because like the first 10 songs are me, then it's 10 songs from Anthony, and then it's David. And so mine are basically punk rock, and then I'm
kind of like post-hardcore.
A little bit of punk rock, angry white boy stuff in there, and then David's got
all over the place.
David's kind of got the most eclectic out of all of us. His goes from everything from Radiohead to electronica, but
right,
all good stuff.
All right, so Mark, it was a pleasure, and it was very interesting to get you to dive into some inner depths of the memory bank that we don't get to hear too often from you. So that was really cool. I think you got a great story. The three of us have all reached a point where we've let ourselves be known with some great questions and some better answers. And I think that we start opening these up now, outside of the three of us. And I look forward to seeing, who's next and what they have to say when this all goes live and we go deeper into our fans and the people that we're close to outside of the three of us.
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be recutting the three, or at least making a standalone for each of the three of us for the first 3 episodes of Origin Stories. And, in the chat there, Zombie Johnny, he's going to probably be episode number 4. But what we would really like to know is if any of you would like to take part in Origin Story and tell your own story. I have set up if we have questions at thatdamnshow.com is our email address, or you can reach out to any of us. There's Mark at thatdamnshow.com, Anthony at thatdamnshow.com, and David at thatdamnshow.com. We all have our own email addresses now. I set those up this week. So reach out to us and let us know, because we're not going to, for the origin stories moving forward, they aren't going to be part of the live show. So we can actually sit down with you, and we'll do the same format, but it won't be broadcast live in case somebody's kid comes in or all that other stuff, because we want to make this special for you, and we want to if there's any technical difficulties, we can clear it up and all that other stuff, and but we want to give you guys the opportunity to tell your stories too, because one of the reasons we do this is for you guys, and we want to know our viewers as well as we know each other. So, if you guys want to be a part of this, reach out and tell us, and, we will shoot an episode for you. And that's the nice thing too, is if you're watching this later and stuff like that, we don't have to shoot it on a Friday night. In fact, we won't shoot it on a Friday night. We may do it on a Saturday afternoon or a Tuesday night or whatever works, that we can get all of us together and do it, and, I think that it'll be a lot of fun, and it's going to be great letting other people see, because everybody's got a different story. I mean, sure, they're all similar in the fact that, I like stuff, I buy stuff, and now I'm into other people that buy stuff and collect stuff. But but how we got there is a little different with each of us, and it'll be a great way to get to know each other, because that's why we do this live, is because we have the live chat, and we have a fair amount of people that pop in and out each week. We have different people every weekend. I love seeing you guys talk amongst each other, while we're doing the show, because that's one of the reasons we do this live, because I think that's a lot of fun.
So yeah, guys, as he said, questions at thatdamnshow.com, or you can reach out to any one of us. So we're going to go with our tradition that we started, and whose night is tonight for 20 questions?
I think is it Dave?
I think it's
no.
it's hairdo. It's slick. Or is it you? No, you were last.
No, I thought it was you, Anthony.
Me?
I thought David did last week because we didn't get it. No.
You did last week, and we got it.
It was Mark.
Yeah, you got. Oh,
and I was the week before with Kenny, so it's David's turn.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because you guys took 18 questions to figure out that it was from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep on rolling.
All right,
I got it.
Out too, because.
All right, I picked one.
Okay.
Origin story. Start us off.
Is it a comic book character?
No.
Okay.
Is it a musician?
No.
Damn, I thought he was going to go right with Brittany.
That's a good one. That's a good choice.
Good. All right. Is it from a television series?
Originally, yes.
All right. So it's originally a TV series, Anthony. Bring us home.
Is that television series based in the 90s?
I'm looking that up right now.
I'm looking at you through the glass.
Release. No.
Is it a children's story?
No.
Calm down.
It's so unexpected that it's just like, what the hell would that come from?
Your turn.
Is it an animated TV show?
No.
Good answer.
Wait, and you said did you say the 90s?
I said, did that show have something to do with the 90s?
Was it from the 90s?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, 90s. None. Was it a comedy?
No.
And now I'm going to start rubbernecking a
What
little bit.
Finally.
Were there vampires in this TV show?
No.
What
It's not
what
Buffy.
90s you had vampire? Oh, Buffy. Yeah.
Buffy.
No.
Was
No.
Buffy- Yeah, no, Buffy was it started in the late 90s. Because it was Angel that was in the 2000s. I miss those shows.
Told you guys I'd get smart.
Is it a sci-fi show?
No.
Oh. Well, if it's not comedy, not sci-fi.
There's a twist with this one.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go with Voltron all over again, huh?
Oh, God, for you.
Oh, all right. So it's a TV show. It's not animated, and it's from the 90s. And it wasn't a
started. He said it started as a TV show.
And it wasn't, and there was one and it wasn't a comedy.
Or sci-fi. So that leaves drama or action.
Oh wait! Oh, but no, it wasn't sci-fi, so it's not the X-Files, because that was made into a movie.
Yeah.
Mark, you want to jump in for one? Because I'm stumped right now.
Did it air? Was it a primetime normal network show?
Oh, I don't know that one.
Was it on cable? Or was it on like Channel 5? Was it like HBO, Showtime? That's what he means. If there was cursing in it, it wasn't on regular TV.
There wasn't a whole lot of shows with cursing in the 90s and anything. And there wasn't, HBO didn't air. Well, HBO had like Dream On and First and 10 back then, you know. Sopranos and stuff didn't start till the 2000s.
Oh, it wouldn't be on like public TV, no.
So it wasn't on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox,
no.
or like CW or WB
I'm trying
or whatever.
yeah,
whatever the hell those were back then.
I don't think so, no.
So you had to have cable to watch it.
Yes. Oh no, original network is ABC.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he just told us what network it was on. Thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Okay, so it was a regular network show. Okay,
From the 90s that went to a movie.
Gosh, you know, I think about like 90s, like ABC. Well, but then that would be sci-fi because, and they don't have pops for Lois and Clark. But I'm just from the 90s because, you know, this takes out A-Team, it takes out Knight Rider, it takes out, and it's not a comedy, so no. Golden Girls was probably 80. And he wouldn't say it started that way. Gosh. It's not animated. No, it's not. And without it being comedy, you know, I think of like 90s, like ABC, you know, I think of like TGIF and It's not sci-fi, so I mean, ABC did air Twin Peaks in the 90s, but that's sci-fi. Jeez.
Told you I'd eventually get you.
Man. I'm just trying to think. How many questions have we used?
God. Oh my God. Okay. 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 Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. 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 It's a pop that Mark. It's a pop that came out recently. I need to get a good question. Oh, but wait a minute. Crap. You said it.
Well, we
Okay.
can say what we think it is. We just don't. We can't ask.
What question number is this? I have no idea.
You have no idea. Oh.
I think like 12.
This is going to be number 11.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You've been keeping track. That's good. So,
It's okay. Hold on. Oh, but wait a minute. Was that a movie? Crap. Hold on. David, it went to movie, David? I was
Yes.
going to backtrack. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. So it's not MacGyver because that never went to movie and that was in the 80s. Damn.
is it? Oh, no, that would be sci-fi. Is it a children's series?
No, you already
Negative.
asked that. You already asked that.
I asked if it was a cartoon.
Oh.
Nope, that's 12.
So that rules out Teletubbies. That rules out. Well, we know it's not Power Rangers because that would be sci-fi. This is terrible. And it's got to be a drama, well, or an action. But I'm trying to think of a. Oh, but it went to movies. Oh, this is horrible. And there's a twist to it. I'm just. Oh, hang on a second here.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting out stash because this is. I need some kind of reference here.
Damn, man. You got me. Holy cow.
Oh, we'll get this here.
I didn't even watch TV in the 90s.
You did too.
No, I was too busy going through my teenage angst and grunge era.
I didn't watch as much TV, and it's not a comedy, so well, but SNL didn't start in the 90s. Oh. Not kids. So none of the the Ghostbusters stuff would all have been in the 80s. And that would be sci-fi. Not kids, not animated. Jeez, kid. And bear with us. He went out. This is about as bad as your Pop Asia one that you did to us.
No, you guessed that pretty quick.
I got lucky on that though. Oh. Did this pop come out within the last year?
No.
Okay, so it's an older pop. ABC. Not kids, so not Carmen Sandiego.
Did they make Sabrina the Teenage Witch Pops?
They did, but the one that exists now would be from
you guys
the one that's
5 left.
That's would be from the new show, so it would
listen to him. You got 5 left.
You got 5 left, and no.
I know we gotta be good here now.
You gotta kick yourself in the butt.
Oh, this is horrible. Well, we know Mr. Rogers is too old. That didn't start a TV show. You've got more pops than this makes it harder there, David, because I'm flipping through these and I'm going to go right past it. I know it. Bob Ross is from the 70s.
Mark, when was Pee Wee Herman? Is that the 80s or 90s?
80s.
Because that was a TV. That was a TV show that went to movies.
But it was a children's show, except for the HBO version that it was originally based on. That was not a children's one. He'd always like put mirrors on his shoes so he could look up the girls' dresses. Oh, that's not TV. And it aired here, so it's not some weird Asia one that you have. This is horrible. Okay, now Rugrats, that's 90s, but I went through the whole freaking thing. Oh, this is terrible.
David, is it a horror?
Yes. 4 left.
A horror show.
That there's a twist to that started on TV. Mark, wasn't it a made-for-TV series that went to movie?
Did the Pop have a black and white version come out this year?
Yes.
Okay, it's Pennywise. It's it.
Yeah, you got it. It's Pennywise.
Oh, finally. I almost got you guys this time.
The twist was the fact that it was a TV show that we may not have known that went to movies, because most people don't remember that it was a made-for-TV series.
Exactly.
Originally.
Yes,
Technically, it is science fiction.
It's horror.
It's horror. Stephen King.
But horror is science fiction too. I mean, there's like
would that have changed your guesses
like that?
Theoretically, yes, but
it would have made it worse and better at the same time. But thank you, Anthony. You saved us, because I almost had you. I went by Pennywise. I didn't even think about the fact that he was a TV show, and I know that because I freaking taped it the night it was on. You know,
right?
It's like my collecting. When I would tape crap on TV, I would never time record anything. I'd have to tape it, and I'd have to cut all the commercials out. And our old VCR had a remote that was on a cord, and it just had one button, and it was the pause button, so I could go through and I could pause the commercials, and it was like a grip, and it had a blue button on the top, and you would just sit. So yes, I would watch like 5 hours of Saturday morning cartoons when I was a little kid and cut the commercials out of everything, so then I could watch it later again and not have to watch all the commercials of all the Hubba Bubba and all the toys that Mom and Dad weren't going to buy me.
Speaking of everything, the only reason I'm actually looking forward to this show ending is because I can finally finish Punisher tonight, and I am so looking forward to the end.
I'm on episode 4. I got.
Jeez, I haven't even. Okay, so I'm watching all the Marvel ones in order, and I love that they put them all out at once, and I hate that they put them all out at once, because it always seems like such a big undertaking to have to finish them, and like, oh, I gotta watch 13 episodes, and so I am in the chronological order that I'm to the first season of Punisher. And I watched like the first 10 minutes a couple weeks ago, and then realized I didn't pay attention at all. And I'm like, oh, this has been on for 10 minutes. It was kind of like the new True Detective on HBO. Great. I love it. Confusing as hell, because there's 3 different timelines, and 2 of the timelines you can only tell that you're in the different ones by their hair. But if you don't pay attention to that show, you're like, get halfway through it and you're just like, what's going on? It's like second season of Westworld. I'm in the middle. Like I'm on like episode 5, and I'll put it on, and it'll always be halfway through. I'm like, I have not paid attention to one thing in this episode. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta start it over again. But no, I need to get caught up. So I have to do Punisher. Then I've got to do Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, the second Iron Fist, and then the newest Daredevil, and then I can do Punisher.
Well, I won't spoil it.
Since they canceled all of them, I know that now
exactly.
I'm not going to have to wait, because they're all going to come in the Disney one.
Well, Bernthal said that as far as he knows, season 3 will happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what's happening? I'm sorry, I got
John Barenthal said that as far as he knows, they're working into starting season 3 for Netflix for Punisher.
Oh, really? They could have they could have picked up for 2 more. They could have signed 3 seasons right away, or they could have made some kind of deal. Because I mean, like, The Incredibles 2 just came to Netflix this month, and this month or next month, I can't remember. And that's because it was all this stuff was inked way before Disney decided to do their own streaming service, which still isn't out yet, but coming out later this year. But there are some things that were predetermined and stuff like that. So. But yeah, no, yeah, it's. I watch a lot of different TV shows, just like I collect a lot of stuff, and I have a hard time keeping up with all this stuff. And then it's always there's the Mark and Amy shows, and then there's the Mark shows, and the shows that become just Mark shows have grown because Amy doesn't have as much time to watch TV as me apparently, or she just doesn't care about the show anymore. She like. A few episodes go by that she didn't pay attention, and then she's like watching, like, you don't have to watch this with me anymore.
I'll give you guys one more suggestion. It's only 2 episodes in. You can catch up real quick. You guys got to check out The Passage with Zach Morris.
Oh, you mean?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't call him Mark Paul. He's Zach Morris. He'll always be preppy.
What was the TNT show when he was a lawyer?
Oh God.
I got Rizzoli Isles stuck in my head, and it's not that, but it's
I don't know.
And because I like Kumail Nanjiani, who later went on to be in later went on to be in Silicon Valley. Which, if you don't watch Silicon Valley, what the hell is wrong with you?
Isn't that with TJ? Isn't TJ? What's the comedian?
And Martin Starr.
Yeah.
Thomas Middleditch.
Yeah, my wife watches that show. She loves it.
Oh, it's so good. Well, Mike Judge, of Office Space and Beavis and Butthead and Idiocracy and all those. It's his TV series, and it's the tech world version of Office Space.
Fair enough.
It's really, really good. But yeah. But no, because I always watch because Kumail Nanjiani was on that. What the Franklin and Bash? There we go. But he was on that for like the first season, and then I think his character got cut. But I've been a big fan of Kumail Nanjiani ever since back when the Nerdist podcast started their own network of podcasts. Him and his wife Emily V. Gordon had the Indoor Kids, which was like a video game one, which was a great podcast. But then they all got busy, and she started writing for a bunch of TV shows, and he started being in all these movies and TV shows. And then the movie The Big Sick is actually based on their relationship and how they got together. And if you haven't seen The Big Sick, it's on Amazon. Amazon produced the movie, so it's if you have Prime, it's on Prime, and it's a great freaking movie. But very funny. And it's a true story. And Kumail Nanjiani plays himself, but Emily isn't an actress, so she didn't play herself. But it's got Ray Romano and Holly Hunter, and it's a cute movie.
Watch it, or that's not the evil voice.
Oops, wrong one.
We'll be transforming over to the
devil voice.
Oh, there it is.
Watch it,
The bad boy.
puppies will be murdered. Every day you go without watching The Big Sick, another puppy dies.
Okay. I just have to have fun with my new toy. So I love my old soundboard, but this one just does things so much easier for me. And I love my microphone now because I talk loud a lot and I get excited, and this doesn't crack because the other ones were fine mics, but they weren't made for someone that has as wide of a volume as I do. So
that is true.
I get excited.
I would too. Definitely.
So, all right. Let's end it on a high.
Yeah. So guys, hit us up on questions@thatdamnshow.com, and that's that THATDAMSHOW.com. So questions@thatdamnshow.com. Let us know. Hey, you want to be part of the origin stories? We want you to be a part of the origin story, and we will make one for you. You know, we'll start getting to people, you know, and we just, you know, it'll be fun. Or if you have questions, if there's stuff you want to hear us talk about on the show, if there's things that you want us to answer, questions you have about different things, email us. We will be more than happy to address these things, you know, because that's why I set it up. So we can facilitate the things that you guys want to see. So do it.
Do it.
All right.
Bacardi
Well, guys,
Cola, do it.
Bacardi. What does Bacardi Cola have to do with that?
You never saw the Ben Stiller? Damn it! What the hell is that movie with Owen Wilson?
Starsky and Hutch.
Oh,
Yeah. Bacardi Cola, do it. He's in the band. Do it.
Yeah. Okay. The gift that everybody uses. Do it. So
when I come up with a random quote, it's something that everybody knows because I am the last person to know movies or TV shows.
We get a lot of "that's what she said" from him, and
that's my goal. that's my part here on this show. Is just that's what she said.
He's in all that in a bag of chips kind of guy.
All right.
All right, so let's sign off here, guys. It was another great show. Thank you guys for watching. Thank everybody who watches us throughout the week. Make sure to hit the thumbs up on there. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the station. And there's that little bell icon. If you hit that, you'll get a notification when we put something new out or if we go live. So when we start putting out some more of these new shows that we're doing, you'll get a notification from YouTube that we've dropped something new. Now, granted, that look for us on Facebook. Join our Facebook page. We'll keep you guys up to date. We like to post little fun stuff throughout the week, and this Facebook page has been a little slow, but it's picking up. When we put stuff, we definitely have a group of people that comment on stuff, so we are getting there. So, you know, we just want our family to grow, and we want you guys to be a part of it. You guys got anything else?
Thank you to the chat room. Thank you for those of you that
thank you, everybody.
continuously. Yeah, thank you for being here live all the time. We love talking to you, and we're glad you like us. So keep it up. Tell your friends.
We
tell
love
your
you
friends.
guys.
Make sure to come back next week, same time, same place, and we will be here for you. So have a good one.